By the end of today's episode, you'll know how to get strong acting clips online fast without involving other people, spending money, or even having to memorize lines. Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we help aspiring screen actors find high-quality auditions, sign with great agents, and book major roles in legit productions. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today I'll be covering the fastest way to get clips that show off your acting range, what makes a reel-worthy clip even without a script, and how to avoid common mistakes that ruin self-made content. So, how do you get good acting clips online fast? Well, the first way, and one of the best, is to film your own unscripted monologues, okay? So you can actually make up a situation, you can stay in character, and you just basically speak from the heart, right? So, for example, let's say that you're saying goodbye to someone that you love who is leaving forever, right? So you look off camera and you just imagine, you're like, I can't believe that you're leaving. This is like crazy. Listen, I want to tell you something really important before you go. I haven't told you this before, but the reason that I'm telling you is I don't know when I'm going to see you next. And it's been something that's been on my chest for a long time. So can I tell you this? All right, here goes. Blah, blah, blah. And you keep talking, right? And the nice thing about this is you might talk for like a few minutes, and then all you have to do is bring that recorded clip into your computer and find the best like 20, 30, 40-second section and just clip that and delete all the other stuff and then just upload that one section. No one will know that it wasn't memorized lines that you were performing. And I mean, you're improving, which is a skill, and then they're going to see how you act and speak on camera. This is it's a really cool trick that will give you honest, emotional footage in just a few minutes. I usually recommend doing like 1 or 2 unscripted monologues and then doing 1 or 2 memorized scripted monologues and or dialogues as well. So you can download scripts from places like stagemilk.com or some online script libraries and basically just film yourself doing 1 or 2 minute scenes in character with a reader who is off camera, like standing over there and you're looking at the reader. These are perfect for reels and for social clips. Casting directors love seeing dialogue scenes, especially because it shows them how you listen and respond. So you want to keep it simple, right? So you want good light, you want good sound, and you want a good background. So you can use natural light near a window in a quiet room, and you can set your phone, if that's what you're going to record with, you put it on a tripod. You're just going to need a flat backdrop, but you can get one online for pretty cheap. I'm going to include some links in the description on things that you can consider buying for a professional setup. And you can use all of those for any of your auditions in the future. A self-tape setup with professional lighting, backdrop, etc. That's all very important and you're going to need it. The most important thing with these clips is that we can see you clearly and hear you clearly and that your background is a neutral color, ideally gray. I recommend avoiding blue because it can mess with the color of your skin when your phone is like trying to compensate for the blue. It thinks that the blue should be gray, and then what happens is your skin turns like really yellow. Now, avoid using filler words, especially if you're going to do unscripted monologues, okay? You don't want to ramble and use filler words. You want to get clear on what is the story that you're going to tell, who are you speaking to, and what's your sort of like goal or intention. If you are saying things like and like and you know too much, then it's going to make people wonder whether this was a real script or if you just made something up off the top of your head. It's going to feel a little bit less like a performance and more like something just random that you recorded. So it's very important, especially with those unscripted monologues, that you have clean delivery. And again, as I mentioned earlier, you want to post your best segment online, right? So most monologues, whether they're scripted or unscripted, are going to be around 2 to 4 minutes long, but that's too long to post online, especially on websites like Actors Access where you're charged by the minute. So you want to watch through and you want to cut out the best 20 to 40-second segment and then only post that. At the end of the day, you don't need a professional production or even a script to get a great clip of yourself. Unscripted monologues and simple self-tapes are an amazing way to demonstrate your acting ability. You should get clips online as soon as possible because they will increase the number of auditions that you're getting and make agents and casting directors more likely to take you seriously. Now, if you do want to shoot something really professional, like a high-end scene for your reel, and you're based in the New York area, you can actually go to actorscreenershoot.com. We shoot professional reels and scenes for actors, and agents love this sort of thing. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for listening. If you do want to dive deeper on clips and what kinds to use on your profile, I actually recommend checking out my podcast called Stop Using Weak Clips in Your Acting Profiles. Here's how to choose the best ones. And that is episode number 130. I basically outline a scoring system that you can use, and it helps actors choose the strongest, best clips to use on their profiles to impress casting directors and agents. So check it out again. It's episode number 130. Stop using weak clips in your acting profiles. Here's how to choose the best ones. It's on the Actor's Career Compass. And lastly, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, you can learn more about how that works on my website, martinbenson.com. I'd love to speak with you and see if you'd be a good fit for my coaching program. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.